I just noticed something here in the comments. This Jesus Christ picture keeps popping up with some other picture, and then it won't allow me to click on it. Or whenever I do click on it, there it is. See that picture? It's not Jesus Christ, and then it disappears. It's weird. And now on my YouTube app on my phone, all these notifications are gone. They just disappeared. Look, because I was gonna do a video showing all the many Jimmy Grabowski and Jesus Christ and Ed Hofer comments. That's all it is. It's nothing but Ed Hofer comments, Jesus Christ, Jim Grabowski. I mean, this is sad. This is really sad. I mean, imagine how much time this took them. You know what I mean? Like, this had to have taken a lot of time to comment all this stuff, you know? But look, now all of a sudden, none of the Jesus Christ pictures will come up. Now there, see, that comes up 13 hours ago. It says, oh, it says, not your brother, dude, get some help. Yes, it is. It's my brother, Ed. You know what I mean? It's just, I know it's Ed, it's my brother. I know my brother, you know, most of my life. I know how he talks. I know, you know, he's not very smart, so... Like, he says stuff like this. Targeted Patton is trying to gather names for his hit list. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, okay. This is in response to when he said, I hear a new story about you almost any time I go out. I just say, we don't talk, and change the subject. 17 hours ago he said that. So I replied to him. And then he deleted his comment. So whenever I go to this, watch, this comment is no longer there. It's deleted. When I go to this, it doesn't show up. See here, it says 3 replies to you wouldn't last 10 minutes off the grid. Okay, see, I responded to Jimmy, and then I put right here, I said, at Ed Hofer, I'd like you to name one person that knows me personally that's done this. Just one. That shouldn't be too hard considering this happens to you so often. And don't be so shy. Whoops. I said, don't be so selfish. Why don't you share those stories you hear? I enjoy hearing the total nonsense lies that people create about me. It makes for good comedy. Plus, I get to see who else has sold their soul and joined this cult of criminals. I'll be anxiously waiting for your reply. So after I replied and sent that, right, when you go to the comments, that comment of his just is gone. It's just gone, right? It's nowhere to be found. There's one reply on here. But like I said, it would show up, you know what I mean? It should show up under the same thread here because I replied to his comment. And then this is a reply to Donovan because Donovan commented, and that doesn't show up here either. But Donovan commented and said, doesn't mean you're right. And I said, right about what? Okay, this might not be the same comment, but anyway, I said, I think it's becoming pretty obvious what the truth is if you could just see the full picture, but when one person has to keep deleting comments that I reply to because he can't respond without exposing himself, well, that should tell you everything you need to know. But just in case you haven't been able to keep up with, you know, my brother's disappearing comments, I'll put out a video very soon where I break it all down for you. Because I can't just make, you know, one each time he comments some stupid lie like this one. Or I'd be posting like 10 plus videos a day. And I just don't care about the subject enough to waste that kind of time on my brother. I really don't care enough to waste any time on it, but it's important that I don't allow his shenanigans to mislead my viewers or any other actual targeted individuals. So as long as he chooses to keep watching and keep commenting on my videos from either one of his accounts, Ed Hofer or at Lord Jesus Christian, then I'll just have to keep telling stories about him on YouTube. True stories. You know, I told him before, don't start none, won't be none. But one thing I will not do is I refuse to delete any of my past content related to him because he don't like it. He wants me to delete anything I ever mentioned about him on YouTube. Delete every video you ever mention my name. I said, because it won't change the truth, Ed. The truth will always be the truth. You know, and it's sad that he hasn't realized that yet, but you can't run from the truth. It only makes things harder on yourself when it finally catches up with you. So, and trust me, it always catches up with you. So be good or be good at it. And that was to Lord Jesus Christian, which is Ed, you know. But trying to look at the full thread, you know, I'm not sure what. Okay, so that's on. So let's look at this video. If we go to this video, let's try that. I started making this video because I noticed the look down here, targeted Pat, and I'm not your brother. There's a notification down here at the bottom of the screen. 24 minutes ago. I mean, it's nonstop, right? He's just commenting all day, every day, nonstop. It's like, how does one person have so much time on their hands to do shit like that? Like, where does somebody come up with the time to do all that to somebody? You know, to comment that much on a person's, just on one person, it doesn't make any sense, you know? Let's see here. Okay, so 7 comments. Now how do we sort these comments? Sort by, okay. And we want to go to newest comments, because that's the only way to make these damn things pop up, I think. Okay. And we're going to do this. We'll bring them over here so you can see. Here we go. So this is the video. We were just looking at the comments from this video, and I went to newest comments. So this is 2 days ago, and then 4 days ago, and there's 3 replies and 1 reply. So like I said, here's the 3 replies to this one. The one, you wouldn't last 10 minutes living off the grid, laugh my fucking ass off. And this is where I responded to his comment, because I said I'd like you to name one person that knows me personally that's done this. Because he said every time he goes out, somebody hears a different story about me. So wouldn't it be right here? If I replied to that comment, and I replied with this. So then after I replied with this, obviously he can't do this because he knows he's a liar. He's an absolute fucking liar. Nobody tells him stories about me. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't talk to anybody. It's gotten to the point where everybody around here knows what's up. They know, like, it's sad. A lot of people, everywhere I go, people say to me, dude, what's wrong with your brother? Dude, what the fuck's wrong with your brother? What happened to him, man? He used to be, like, what happened to Ed? He used to be fucking cool and funny, you know? Like what the fuck happened to him? He's just got so much hate. It's nothing but just hate, negativity, and it's, you know, it's obviously causing issues with his health. It's causing issues all the way around. I mean, he's turned into like the Kool-Aid man. Last time I seen him here, I seen a picture of him here, and he looked miserable, and he looked really big. Unless they edited the photo and like stretched it out or something, he looked really. No, because I seen him in person at graduation. Yeah, you know, he looked really, really big. But yeah, Ed, just give it up, dude. I don't fucking care about you and your life. I'm not inserting myself in your life. You, however, are inserting yourself in my life. Several different fucking directions. You know? You're sitting here saying a bunch of comments online on YouTube about mom and about family, about all this shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you weirdo? Are you sick in the head? It's not normal, you weirdo. You're not convincing anybody of anything you're saying. You think, you think there's a group of people that that are like, they're like, oh yeah, John's such a bad person, such a piece of shit. Did you read these comments his brothers put on YouTube? He's such a bad person. Just read these comments. You really think there's anybody that thinks that I'm something, some kind of bad person or anything because of your comments? I mean, if you really think so, then you got bigger problems than I thought. Um, like much bigger problems than I thought, because Ed, I read these comments and it's sad. Like, I look at the from an outside perspective. I'm like nobody's gonna believe this. This is just pathetic. This is really sad to witness. It's really, I mean, really, like, I feel bad for you, like really bad. And I hope that you find peace in your life. I hope that you can wake up one of these days and not be thinking about me, but I don't know if you can do that. I mean, I hope you can. I wish the best for you. I hope that you can get me out of your head, because believe me, I don't wake up thinking about you, Ed. The only reason I say anything or make any videos about you is because whenever I open my YouTube app, I have all these notifications of Ed Hofer commented this, Ed Hofer commented on this video, Lord Jesus Christian commented on this video, like just a huge list of all these fucking comments. I don't even read most of them. I'm just like, wow, this is sad. He spent all this time commenting this stuff on my videos. And then when I do read them, I'm like, wow, he really couldn't come up with anything better than that. Like, that's it. That's it. I mean, and there's multiple people. He's got him. He's got Jimmy Grabowski. He's got Nerd Gorilla. And okay, there. See that picture that popped up? Now look. Watch. See that picture that popped up? See how it disappears? Watch. So he's got Lord Jesus Christian too, right? Because that's not him, right? It's pretty. Ed keeps saying, oh, Lord Jesus Christian keeps saying, not your brother, dude, get help. He didn't try saying that until just recently when he started this damage control shit. Okay, boom. I just clicked on Lord Jesus Christian comment to bring it up, and this happens to be the one. This is the one where I replied to his comment, and I said, oh, okay, this is the one, yeah, right about what? He said, that doesn't mean you're right. Okay, this is the one I was talking about with Donovan. There's another one where he deleted his comment, okay? He said about, oh, you should take all your evidence and take it to a doctor and give all your abundance of evidence to a doctor and tell him that people are calling you schizophrenic, and then take the diagnosis, and you know what I mean? That's what he said. So I replied with this. Okay, and this is another one of those. This reply that I sent him forced him to delete his original comment. Okay, because this is the truth, and he doesn't like the truth. He doesn't want anything to do with the truth. I said, that's a good idea, but instead of the doctor, how about the PA State Police? And I can make sure to advise them of the PFA that's currently in place and the circumstances as to why it exists. And that should probably clear the whole thing up. What do you think? Now, this is 3 days ago. Today's Tuesday, so what was that? Monday's Saturday, right? Now, Friday, the day before that, Friday evening, he literally drove by and harassed and stalked my dad Friday. I was standing there, so was my Aunt Donna. The three of us, 3 witnesses were standing there watching at this time. and he drives by real slow past my dad's house. And then you can hear, when they get to the end of the road, you can hear the vehicles. If they turn and come back towards town, you can literally hear them. So he drove past my dad's, which it's just a throughway road. There's no reason he needs to drive past my dad's. He can go from either direction. If he's going anywhere on that road, he can go from either direction and go without driving past my dad's. And he was told not to do that, not to drive past my dad's. He's not even allowed to mention my dad online. That's how bad it was. And he won't. He will not mention my dad online. Not even by name, not even by person like dad. He put a comment on one of my videos because he saw my dad's vehicle in the background on the bee's nest video. He saw my dad's Subaru in the background, and he says, stop bringing your mother's abuser to her home. You were told not to. So he's saying your mother's abuser. No, he didn't abuse my mother. They split up 35 years ago when I was 3 years old, okay? He comes over here. It's just he doesn't go in the house, but like him and my mother, aren't like best buddies. They don't sit down and have coffee together. But he comes here and talks to me, I'm his son. He comes here quite often. And I go up to his house and help him out, with stuff. But he just takes every opportunity he can. But at that particular opportunity, he couldn't even say, he couldn't even refer to my dad. He couldn't refer to him as who he is. He said, your mother's, that's why he had to come up with something else. So he's not very creative. He puts your mother's abuser. Quit bringing your mother's abuser to her home. You were told not to. Like, come on, Ed. Come up with some better shit than that. That's just, it didn't make sense at first. I had to sit there and try to figure out what the hell you were even talking about. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Now they're just like weird stuff, man. They're saying some weird shit. And then I realized, oh, he's talking about Dad, because he's seen Dad's vehicle in the background. Okay. And then it makes sense because Ed's dumb. See? So Ed would say something stupid like that, But because I said this, that's a good idea, and I said about the state police, right? Because he doesn't want anybody to bring this up. He doesn't want anybody to know the truth, so he deletes that comment. You don't see it anywhere on here, right? But Donovan said, that doesn't mean you're right. Okay. So then I said this, and this is a big one here, because this one is when I said, right about what? It's hard to even follow the conversation when the first comment on here is me replying to a comment from my brother that he just deletes after I reply. So why would he do that if I wasn't right? And then that's when I actually copied and pasted this in another comment. That's when it goes on to say, I think it's becoming pretty obvious that the truth, what the truth is, if you could just see the full picture, but when one person has to keep deleting comments that I reply to because he can't respond without exposing himself, that should tell you everything you need to know. But just in case you haven't been able to keep up with my brother's disappearing comments, I'm going to put a video out where I break it all down for you. So this is the comment I read the rest of anyway. So, and I am, I'm not even going to brush the surface though, because the amount of comments he has put on my channel here, like I said, it's just crazy. If I go back to notifications here, right? Just the sheer list for the last couple weeks, it's just nuts. Okay, let's start at the top. If we start at the top, right, let's make this bigger. Okay, we're bigger now. Hold on. It's a Raspberry Pi, so it's not the fastest thing here. Let's turn this a little bit. Okay. Now, actually, let's just do this too here. There. Just zoom in on this shit. It takes a second to catch up, but it'll zoom in. I mean, what do you expect? It's a tiny little fucking compute module board with an running off an SD card. Literally, the computer fits in my palm of my hand and sitting here running right beside the phone here. So anyway, okay, here we go. So we have 37 minutes ago. I'm not your brother. Get some help. Okay, yeah. Targeted Patton's trying to gather names for his hit list. Targeted Patton confesses to committing noise campaigns on his neighbors. Why are you putting mom's personal business on the internet? Go back to jail. Why would I tell you who they are so you can stalk them too, like you stalk me? Now this is, I guess, a response to whenever I said, tell me one person that's done that, that has told you one of these many stories that you hear. Every time you go somewhere, you hear a story about me. Just tell me one story. You don't have to tell me who they are. Just tell me one of the stories, Ed. I like hearing them stories. I think they're funny as hell. But he said that. So you can stalk them too, like you stalk me? Now, I replied to that. It's a big, long reply, too. We'll get to that, though. Because he just claimed that I stalk him? Really? Really, Ed? He doesn't think these things through. He can't, because if he would have thought that through, he would have thought, nah, I better not say that because I literally stalk him, and then he'll, But here it is again. Not your brother, dude. Get some help. 13 hours ago. Didn't he just do that, like, 37 minutes ago? Yeah, 37 minutes ago, 13 hours ago. How many times are you going to keep saying that? There, I hear a news story about you almost any time I go out. I just say, we don't talk, and change the subject. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do, Ed. And then here, 3 days ago, the Lord sees all. He knows what John has been doing in St. Lawrence. What have I been doing in St. Lawrence there, Ed? The Lord provides libations, but not that stuff you're cooking up in your mom's basement. This is all like at the same time. 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, right? And then, you 100% stated in your video that you took from inside the probation office. When asked if you were on drugs, you answered that you were on Suboxone. Why do they prescribe Suboxone? Yeah, I'm not on drugs. I take a prescription medication. Now, you're on drugs, Ed. You smoke weed every day and you drink alcohol every day, and probably among other things. But you absolutely are engaged in the illegal use of Schedule II narcotic on a daily basis. I remember when you didn't have weed to smoke, you would get all fucking weird and irritable and pissy because you were literally like addicted to weed. I haven't met too many people that were like that were that addicted to weed that if they didn't have a joint, they'd fucking get all pissy and flip out. But you were definitely one of them. Didn't you tell your probation officer you're on Suboxone? See, once again, I'm not your brother. Get some help. That was 3 days ago. Dude, if that was my brother, I would have him committed. He's been insisting that I'm you for months now. Doesn't he realize he is on the internet where literally anyone can see his, It's a damage control. It's a narrative. Now, why didn't, Jesus Christ say this a month or two ago? Because he didn't have the Ed Hofer account. Wasn't up, okay? So Jesus Christ was my brother, is my brother. He's not going to say, I'm not your brother, dude, I'm not your brother. Because it's Ed. He's just not even going to address it. Every time I would go to a chat room and call him out on his shit, he would disappear, or he would respond as if he was my brother. He would respond in certain ways that let me know, without a doubt, that it's absolutely my brother. I would say stuff like about my brother, right? And then the Jesus Christ account would come back all pissed off and then say fucked up shit about me, When if Jesus Christ isn't my brother, why would you even get mad whenever I say random stuff about my brother that you wouldn't even know if you're not my brother? I mean, just little things that it's not hard to figure out. I promise you, it's my brother Ed. Like, I figured this out a long time ago, and I can prove it. I can show the whole line of succession. He was, X. Then he was X39X. And I don't know if he still has that account or not, or if it's the same one. I think it's the same one. I think it's the Jesus Christ one. I'm not positive though. But I just remember the picture of X39 or X. Then there was X39X, but the X one, he had a picture of a dude from Star Wars. The dude that trained Luke Skywalker. What the fuck's his name? But whenever in the later movies, like episode 1, 2, and 3, he had a picture of him, and then he switched his name to Jesus Christ, probably because the picture looked like Jesus Christ, but it was actually a picture of Jedi, but when he had long hair. So it was episode. It would have been episode 2. Episode 1 and 2 or whatever. Whenever he had longer hair, because then he cut his hair short in the third episode 3 or whatever. But anyway, then he switched his name to Jesus Christ. So I have evidence of this. I have screenshots of all this, throughout the procession of it. So I saw this account changed to that account, changed the picture, then the name changed, then the picture changed again to a different Jesus Christ, okay? And this was my brother the whole time, And this person literally said that they said to Virginia, they said, I'm not his brother, but I went to school with both of them. So this person knows both of us, and it's from this town, from here. Went to school with both of us, right? But it's not my brother, okay? So that would narrow it down quite a bit, right? So if you're not my brother, well then help me out here, right? Who are you that you're so close to my brother? Is it Wylan? Gavin? Or I'm sorry, Gabby? Not Gavin, Gabby. I used to have a nephew named Gavin. But apparently Gavin doesn't exist anymore, I found out. I just found this out. Yeah, apparently I only have one nephew now instead of 2. But I have a niece. I guess I have a niece named Gabby now. Yeah. So anyway, and I'm not harping on a kid. He's 18. I mean, she's 18. So, and she graduated high school and everything. If I go up to the store, to the grocery store, my nephew literally hides from me, like under the counter, instead of just checking me out, ringing me up and checking me out. Like, this is fucking weird. You guys have taken this too far. I don't understand it, because you literally can't say, like, if somebody sat down and said, okay, so what did your brother John do to you for you to be so angry? What did I do? You can't even say what I did to you. All I did was tell the truth, and that's why you can't say, because the truth is you exposing the truth. That's you having to admit. You have to admit what you did, and what you did is wrong. That's what you're going to have to do at some point anyway. You just don't realize it yet. So here he says, dude, okay, so did you ever pay back that hoagie money you stole from your daughter? Yeah, that didn't happen. I didn't steal hoagie money from my daughter. This is this shit that they did years ago. And he knows the answers to all these questions anyway. So he just says stuff to try to, And guess what? Nobody fucking cares, Ed. Nobody asked you what you're talking about in the comments. It's not like Facebook. Like Facebook, where you can bring up stupid shit about somebody else, and then it turns into a whole nother conversation, like you fucking did, and I told you not to do, and you did it anyway. And I'm going to get to that. You created a new account for your mother. Quit screwing with mom's phone and quit stealing her identity. Yeah, I didn't steal mom's identity and steal her fucking phone or account. What time do you go to work? I want to stop by and see Calm while you're not around. He meant mom, okay, yeah. See, then why don't you, like a normal person, call her on the phone? Talk to your mother on the phone instead of commenting on YouTube for everybody to see, right? There's a question for you. Why don't you try that? Okay. Then here, let's see. Poor lady, you were filming in the shower, is terrified now. So now he's going along with Jimmy Grabowski's story, the lie that I was I was secretly recording my 70-year-old neighbor in her shower, the gang stalkers that lived below me. And they just started saying this. They just started saying this whenever I said about, you know, the neighbor that lived below me is a gang stalker. Then they started saying that I was fucking trying to record her in her shower. It's bullshit. It's fucking just, it's all bullshit. You know this. I'm not going to waste any more time on it. I'm just going to make this one video and address it all. Why do you keep torturing my mother by bringing her abuser to your home? You were told not to. Okay, that's the one I was talking about, where my dad's car's in the background. So he says, her abuser. Now, when I show this shit to my mom, she just gets so fucking disgusted and pissed off, and not at me or my dad. She's pissed off and disgusted at what he's doing, at what my brother's doing. Because this is disgusting, Ed. This is fucking sick, demented, disgusting what you're doing here. It doesn't bother me, but I will tell you, it does bother Mom. It does bother your mother, okay? How much do you pay for rent? How much did you pay for rent, Ed, when you lived with your dad for 37 years there, buddy? Sweet confession of domestic assault. This will be useful. I don't even know what he's talking about there. I talked to my mom. She just wants her normal life back. This is all 4 days ago. You see how many comments he puts? 4 days ago. Did Johnny nod off on opiates again? 4 days ago. That was early in the morning. So he woke up and started with this shit. As soon as he woke up, he just, the first thing, and this was based off nothing because my video didn't upload in time for when it was scheduled. So he just puts a comment on a video that he didn't even know what it was about, and it didn't even fucking come out yet. He puts a comment like that on. See what I'm saying? Any chance he can, any video that I put out, he's gonna automatically go to and put negative fucking comments in because he's sick in the fucking head and he needs help. Let's see. Targeted patent, your entire channel is misinformation. Nobody is stalking you, and your little stories are false slander. False slander? Isn't that a double negative? I gave you one more chance here and you blew it. Good luck with that. Good luck with life, I think he said. I didn't even know you gave me a chance. Oh man, I blew it. Shucks. Oh man, I wish I'd have known that. Darn it. I didn't know that. Darn it, and I blew it. Oh gee willikers, what do I do? Let's see. Would it be really cool if you quit making videos about me? This is all 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago. Well, this has been an informative video, haha. Let's see. Ed over says, tell that to the sheriffs, 4 days ago. And then Jesus Christ. Oh, plan of action. This is the one that he deleted. Plan of action. Step 1. Go to your doctor and tell them that people keep calling you schizophrenic. Tell them that you can prove them wrong. Step 2. Show all of the overwhelming evidence that you have. And then it goes on to say something about then take their diagnosis and get medicated and get help or something, it says. That's when I said about, good idea, but how about the state cops? Let's see, because the state cops is who I would report his PFA violation to. Now, nobody's done that to him because nobody wants to see him go to jail. He's the only fucking person that's evil enough to want to see anybody else go to jail. Even though he is doing all of this to me, my dad, my kids, my mom, like he's doing all this sick shit. Nobody wants anything bad for him or his family. It's like I said, this is really, it's really sad and pathetic to even witness. And Ed, I don't know what else to say to you to help you. I'm gonna keep making videos about you as long as you keep watching and commenting on my videos. You are the reason that I am making videos about you, okay? So if that's what you want, then keep going, okay? I gave you another chance and you blew it. Like, oh no, what's gonna happen now? I gotta be worried about Ed because, you know, like I wasn't already assuming that you fucking gang stalked me for fucking years, Ed. What worry would I possibly have of you doing anything to me? Seriously, in what world, in what universe do you actually think that I would be worried about any of your threats or anything about you? I mean, just ask yourself these questions, Ed. I don't know what, maybe if you sit on me, I might be worried. because you fucking look like the Kool-Aid man now. Maybe you should go for a walk. You know, he bragged about having all this money, but he couldn't pay his mom the money he owed her. See that? I have no idea what he's talking about. It's a total fucking lie. He's just making shit up. I don't know what he's talking about, me bragging about money. And I don't know what he's talking about, money I owed my mom. Honestly, I have no idea what he's talking about. Jim Grabowski said, again, it's okay for people like you to ask questions and demand answers, but when someone asks you something, we, the piece of shit, laugh my fucking ass off. No, Jimmy. When you ask somebody for the W-2s, you're a fucking weirdo. I asked Nerve Gorilla for the interview that I was involved in, that I was part of. Okay, that's a little bit different than somebody's tax documents. Okay, let's see. Jesus Christ commented. Those poor ladies were probably terrified of you interrogating them like they are criminals. And then, what do you know? Jesus Christ said, those poor ladies were probably terrified. Bless them. Right? Isn't that funny? They say the same thing, right? Jimmy Grabowski commented, show your W-2 from 2022. You worried about Nerve showing stuff. Show your W-2. Do you understand? Show your W-2. Show your W-2. Still waiting to see the W-2 from 2022. Laugh my fucking ass off. Cough, cough. That will never happen. You're right. It will never happen, Jimmy. Because I'm not showing you fucking shit. I wouldn't even waste my time showing you my fucking ass. Okay? That's what I wouldn't even show you a fucking... I wouldn't know. I'm not even gonna waste time entertaining anything about you, Jimmy. You're fucking retarded, dude. I'm picturing you holding a job for me then 25 days straight. Yeah, okay. See, this stuff is funny. I do get a kick out of this. Ironic comment. Crybaby throws a hissy fit. What the fuck's... who the fuck said anything about a firearm in this thread? Chief Handler did, by the way. It's clearly stating that you told your son to do drugs. You clearly said, don't buy weed, read a book on how to grow weed. Yeah, I never told him to do drugs. He was... not at all. Okay? I was simply saying, if you're, hypothetically, if you were to make money or sell, I was saying hypothetically, if you're going to go sell your stuff to buy a bag of weed or something, that's stupid. And I was giving him just a life lesson. I said, instead of selling stuff that you've acquired to get something else, I said, use what you already have and go out and learn and do it for yourself. Don't rely on other people. I said, don't buy weed off people. I said, get a book and learn to grow it yourself. It's just the point of it. The point was, don't fucking rely on other people. Go, you have the tools to learn and make stuff happen for yourself. Do that. Don't be a waste of society. Improve your life, improve yourself, improve your knowledge, right? So, and then they turn it around and say that I told them to do drugs. No, I didn't tell them to do drugs. Let's see. Laugh my fucking ass off. Telling people in the magistrate office to check out your YouTube. Laugh my fucking ass off. Like they give a flying fuck. Well, apparently some people give a flying fuck, Jimmy. Because you sure don't miss a video. and you surely like to comment a lot. So I think you give a flying fuck, don't you? And apparently I have like almost 300 other people that give a flying fuck. Because they not only watch my videos, but they subscribed. Let's see. And then this is Jimmy's damage control, because I was asked him the right questions, and when he couldn't answer the questions I asked without exposing that he's a liar, he would come up with this off-the-wall fucking shit. He says, "Oh, you deleted my comment again. Oh, poor baby can't handle the truth and let people see the truth. Only want them to see." See, and this makes no sense at all. And then he says, Ed Hofer replied, targeted patent, delete my, yeah, whatever, Ed. I'm not deleting anything. Fuck you. see. Oh, and then he said, "Oh wait, they hacked your account and only deleted a couple videos. Laugh my fucking ass off. Unfucking real." Because he was saying stuff that I said in a video. It never happened. I said, "What video did I ever say that?" And so then he said that insinuating that somebody hacked my account and deleted a couple videos. Come on, dude. Oh, there, Jesus Christ commented, "Not your brother, dude. Get some help." 11 days again. 11 days ago. Targeted Patton has 99 problems, and he caused everyone. Oh, that's a good one. That's a knee slapper there. Holy shit. Ugh. Sorry. It's so funny I can't breathe. Just bear with me for a second here. I'll get back to you. Why are you torturing my mother and bringing her abuser to her home? That's 11 days ago. So how many times did he comment this? Had a nice little chat with Mom today. You should really stop stressing her out so much. I'm telling you to stay away from me. I can stop by my mom's house anytime I want. I responded with, yeah, but you don't. You just drive by all the time and gang stalk me. But he says, you walked the entire block around my house. I told you before, stay away from me and my family. Oh, this is whenever he recorded me when I was walking my dog downtown. I was literally walking my dog downtown, and I wasn't thinking of my brother. Honest to God, didn't even realize I was walking past his house. He lives right in the middle of fucking town. And then I looked over because the privacy fence that's normally right there, I didn't even know it had a gate and it opened. It was wide open, and then there was somebody standing in the dark. And then I realized, oh wait, that's my brother. He's standing there and he's pointing a phone at me. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I was like, Ed, are you all right? And then I realized he's recording me. I was like, are you seriously recording me? What the fuck is your dude? Are you all right, Ed? And he just didn't say a word, wouldn't respond. So I pulled my phone out and showed that, and then I put it on my channel. And then he's trying to claim that I'm stalking him because I walked my dog downtown one time. That there was only one time that I ever walked my dog on that street. And I didn't do it because you live on that street, Ed. But he's like, you literally walked the entire block around my house. Yeah, you live in the middle of town. So, it's the government surveillance hive. Let's see what else. People are just reacting to delusional drug addicts. Jesus Christ commented, gang stalking is not real. Oh, then Patton Perps mentioned me in a video. Patton Perps is my brother too, by the way. See, Targeted Patton, you didn't tell your son to sell drugs? What part of don't buy weed, read a book on how to grow your own, don't you understand? What do you mean I understand that 100%? I didn't tell my son to sell drugs. Okay? I don't get, Jimmy, you're so dumb. He's like, you didn't tell your son to sell drugs? No, I didn't tell my son to sell drugs. And then he literally writes it out. What part of don't buy weed, read a book on how to grow your own, don't you understand? So how is that telling my son to sell drugs? You just said it out loud. Read your own statement there, Jimmy. You're not very smart, buddy. I feel bad for my brother, but I think I feel even worse for Jimmy. I think Jimmy might be a little retarded. So, of course you like other drug dealers. What? I don't even know what the fuck Chief Handler's talking about. This is the comment that my mother left. That she wanted to know this shit. So she commented. I helped her to do this because she didn't know how to comment on YouTube or anything. And I was talking to her about it. And she was asking me these questions. And I said, well, just ask them yourself here. I was like, here, comment. I was like, you want me to hear? I was like, you want me to comment this to him? I was like, and she made an account or whatever on YouTube or whatever. And literally the stuff she's asking me, because I don't have the answers. I don't know why Jimmy's the way he is. So I just literally put it in comment form. So yes, Jimmy, my mother is asking you these questions. This is my mother's comment to you, okay? That's what they tried to say. I stole my mom's identity and made her account for her. Let's see. Chief Handler, you told your son to sell drugs. No, I didn't. This is a video about what happens when you do drugs. So Jim is a perp. Got it marked and noted. Yep, Scott, you're right. Hate crimes are a felony, Jesus Christ says. Okay, that's nice. And then this is my son's buddy in school, whoever he is, I don't fucking know. And he just joins in like, it's so retarded. Most of these people are like I said, the 8th grade mentality. No need to be upset, John. I don't even respond to this kid. If you disable my comments one more time, I will disable Ben H. Hofer. You know, it's one of his buddies. Stupid stuff that an immature, nerdy fucking 9th grader would say. We're watching you, John. John, your time is coming. That's about it, though. Let's see what my brother replied here real quick. Lola, get him. Get them gang stalkers, Lola. Get him. Okay, and if it ever pops up here. It's turned out to be a long video. It's almost done now. Did you get him, Lola? Did you get him? It's almost there. Almost there. I just set this Raspberry Pi up, so I gotta tweak it a little bit to get it how I want it. It's really slow. It's like just a stock. I gotta get Chromium off of here and download a different browser for it. It's very resource heavy, you know. I'm going to optimize it and change a few of the settings on the operating system, disable a couple things, change a couple of the default programs around. But once it gets going, it's pretty fast. And plus, it's running 2 screens right now, so it's got dual monitors. It has. It's running a Bluetooth device, a Bluetooth speaker right now, a wireless keyboard, mouse, like I said, 2 screens, and it's also running Pi-hole. I mean, it's doing quite a bit. So, for a little tiny Raspberry Pi. But anyway, where's the comments here? Where are the comments? What the flock? Aren't they supposed to be somewhere in here? Let's see. No. Alright, so my brother just commented something, and I don't know what the fuck he commented. Got the notification. And he commented on this video. Okay, here it is. Let's see, he replied, targeted patent I delete my comments because I don't want to publicly bash you. Well, then why do you publicly bash me? You delete your comments because you don't want to publicly bash me. You're so full of shit, dude. Seriously, come on. You expect anybody to believe that after I just read all of your comments of you publicly bashing me? But this is the only way I can communicate with you without being assaulted. Without being assaulted. Who's gonna assault you, dude? That's, oh my god, that's fucking sad. So it's so sad and pathetic and hilarious at the same time. Oh my god. This is the only way he can communicate without being assaulted. What the fuck is he talking about? Who the fuck is assaulting him? Is he... Dude, he's in the Twilight Zone, man. He's lost in the sauce. I think he's smoking a little too much of the fucking devil's lettuce. Drinking a little bit too much of the juice, you know, or something, because... what the fuck is he talking about? Like... I don't know where he gets the idea that he has to worry about being assaulted. The last time I talked to him in person was whenever he was standing in silence in the dark in the corner of his yard, and I was asking if he was okay because I was kind of worried. Like, I didn't know what the hell was wrong. Something wrong with him. I don't know if he's just stroking out or something. And I just kept saying, "Are you okay? Are you all right, Ed?" And then I just kind of left him alone because I didn't know what he was. I don't know what he was doing. Standing in the corner of his yard, opening the gate for no reason, and then recorded me at night. And the time before that, I broke his flower pot. So, you know, I've known for a long time that he don't like me and don't want nothing to do with me. And according to him, I knew that for a long time. Prior to that, 2 months before that, I stopped and talked like nothing, like we were brothers, like nothing different ever happened. And prior to that, I was invited to Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas dinners, and so nothing had happened in between those times. But except for me saying out loud on my YouTube channel that to my knowledge at the time, nobody from Patton watched. If they watched it, they secretly watched it. Okay, so I just voiced my suspicions of my brother being involved, my brother and his old lady being involved in the gang stalking. I voiced it on one of my videos, right? Just a random video. It was like a long live stream. And then whenever I stopped at his house, they flipped the fuck out on me, right? And then they revealed themselves, and they told on themselves, and they said, oh, that I make YouTube videos about them, right? But nobody said anything publicly. Nobody would comment. Nobody would say anything, right? Because, why do you think that is? Because I'm right. Because it's true. That's exactly what they are. They're mad because they fucking got exposed. Like, because they care about what people think too much, I guess. I mean, or they lost their job and, you know, they were actually getting paid and they lost their job or something. I mean, make it make sense. I don't say anything bad about anybody. I just speak the truth. And if the truth pisses you off, that's not my problem. I can't help that. That's your problem. You know, the truth is the truth. You know, if I say, oh, you have red hair and you get mad, that's not my fault. You know, if you have red hair, you have red hair. The truth is the truth. So you gotta realize, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? So I just tell the truth. I tell it how it is, and I tell the truth. And I've always been that way, and I've always been a smart ass. And I just say things out loud. I don't have a filter. I just speak the truth. That's it. I call it how I see it. And it pisses people off sometimes because they don't like being called out on their shit. And believe me, I'm used to being called out. People have been pointing out every little flaw and every little fucking thing negative in my life for years. I'm plenty used to it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I enjoy it. I enjoy reading all these comments about me. That was cool. I had a good time reading all those to you guys. So, hopefully we can look forward to more. Maybe if they say a bunch more stupid shit, then I'll make some more content and just, you know, then I don't have to talk about the same shit all the time. You know, I can just kind of talk about these idiots in my comment section because they are entertaining. They're so fucking stupid that it's entertaining. It's like Jimmy Grabowski says, it's free entertainment. Well, I'm not going to pass up free entertainment. Free entertainment. They're talking so much shit on me. But then I ask, why you watch my channel so much? Because it's free entertainment. Okay. Well, I appreciate you commenting so much because your stupid ass retarded comments are fucking entertaining as hell to me. And then getting to talk about them is even more entertaining. So, thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you, Spread Cheeks, and thank you, Ed, Spreadums, Jesus Christ, Special Ed, fucking Gabby, Gavin, Wyland, Kimmy, Karen, whatever. Everybody. I love everybody. I fucking love everybody. I got nothing but love for everybody. So be good or be good at it. Peace out.